So this is one of our lessons that we did early on in the triad. It says use the rectangular area model to expand. So we're going to use the rectangular area model to expand. And when I say expand, it means we're going to find the area of the model here. What does this group of numbers right here represent? And how do you know that? What's the dead giveaway that that represents height and that this represents the width? What does it have? Parentheses, right. So as Kelly said, this first group of numbers is going to represent my height. So what's the height of my first rectangle? Okay. The height of my second rectangle? Okay. Height here? Or excuse me, not height. Width. And then my second width. Okay, because I know the height and I know the width, what am I finding this time? The area. So we're going to go in each rectangle, and we're going to take height, what's my height? Times my width, which equals my area of this particular rectangle. So what's 4a times 2a?
8.
Yep. Remember, we always do height, then width, then area. So important. Okay? Daisha, what do I do in order to find the area of this rectangle? Which equals?
28.
All right. Kaylon, bottom left.
6a.
No.
Yeah.
But you never just give me the answer.
Oh, you gotta do 3 times 2a.
Equals 6a.
Oh, equals 6a.
Good. Bottom right, AJ? Oh, I always do that to you, don't I? Jaden. Bottom right.
3 times 5 equals 16.
So the thing that I liked about each rectangle that you guys did, you told me the height first, the width second. So anytime you see a rectangle, the first number will always represent the height. The second number will always represent the width. And then the number down at the bottom always represents the area. Okay, it's all about location, where things are located on our area model. Okay, now I need to find, now that I found the area of each individual rectangle, I'm ready to find the area of the entire figure. So I have to do that by combining like terms. Do I have any like terms in here?
28 and 6.
Okay. So when I go to put my final answer, I'm going to put my equal sign. And what goes first? Because you're going to put the variable with the most exponents, or the term with the most exponents first. So we have 8a squared plus, then what? 26a. Don't add your a's together. It's only when you multiply. So 26a. Then what do I have left? Plus 15. We're going to box it. That's our final answer. So my answer represents the area of this area model. So we know that 8a squared is the area of my first rectangle, right? And we know that 15 is the area of my bottom right rectangle. The 26a makes up the area of these two rectangles combined. You're going to really need to remember that for Wednesday, okay? All right. Flip it over. You have one more on the back here. So the back is a little bit different. You have 2a plus 3 squared. What do I do with that information?
When a quiz is made, does it mean the quiz is premature?
Yes.
You write them on the bottom.
What do I do?
Write on the bottom.
Okay, so the 2a plus 3 squared. What's that mean, though? What am I doing? The 2a plus 3 is my height, but what's my width going to be?
You solving for it.
Nah, we can't solve with just the
Oh, no,
height.
it's your answer on the front.
Can't do that, no.
You can't put the same thing on top of us.
Yes, so AJ with his mouth full of, I don't even know what he's eating right now, is saying it's my width is going to be the same thing as my height. Because 2a plus 3 squared is basically saying it's taking this times itself. So it's basically written out just like this. So that square means you're taking this number and you're multiplying it by itself. So our height is going to be the same. And our width, we're going to use the same numbers. Okay. So my first rectangle, Danielle, what am I going to multiply together to find the area of my first rectangle? 4a what?
Oh, square.
Squared. There you go. David, top right.
3a times 3 equals 6a.
Alex, bottom left.
6a. Yeah. No?
You're right, but when do you ever?
3, oh yeah, 2 times.
No, we always
3a times 3.
flip it. Always do your height first. What's your height?
3 times 2a equals 6a.
All right. And Mackenzie, bottom right. Which is? Perfect. Kelly, what are my like terms?
6A and 6A.
Okay. And Deja, how do I write my final answer?
4A to the second. And 12A plus 9.
Good. Nice job.